This man is a miner. The miner you see here, the child in miner's disguise named Steve, is chasing Steve away. We see him chasing Steve away here, and Steve starts to run away. Afterwards, Steve embarks on real working life. And as you see here, he starts dancing at work and develops an interest in making square shapes. Then, Steve goes back to the mine, meets the miner, and enters his mine. Next, he discovers a mine. Here, guys, he finds something square for the portal device. Then he places the square box inside another square box and opens a portal, and through the portal, he goes to the Minecraft universe, guys. In the Minecraft universe, he sees a sheep and starts building structures with blocks. He builds a few houses and then builds several more. He meets a wolf and shows it affection. Afterwards, he continues building structures. He builds more and more until he establishes his own world there. Finally, with a mesmerizing glance, we see the nether portal, guys. Well, here, guys, we see the nether portal. Steve goes into the nether portal. Then we see a bunch of piglins here. Now we see the witch piglin, guys, as you can see, and Steve has a cube in his hand. The cube has turned on the witch piglins and thrown Steve into prison. Afterwards, Steve takes the cube and gives it to his dog. The dog escapes to the real world, but Steve continues his life in prison. The dog comes into the real world, places the cube under Steve's real-life house, and the movie begins, guys, here. Then we see Jason Momoa. Guys, here. Jason Momoa goes somewhere in his car, and in this universe, the Minecraft universe, he is a famous figure, but he's loaded with debt. He's sunk into a debt trap, and we see that Jason Momoa is sad, and we see him buying a warehouse to cover his debts, guys. He spills the warehouse's goods onto the ground and sees the cube of the portal that will take him to the Minecraft universe, guys. Here we see our other characters, a boy and a girl. The girl is here. And we also have a black elder sister, guys, someone who is overweight. Then these characters disperse, and we see that the little boy has a talent for drawing and is a master builder, among other things. Here we see the child. The child enters the market and comes to meet Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa opens the food in the child's hand and begins to befriend him. The child enrolls in school. He meets the school principal. The other children make fun of him, but to prove himself, the child invents something, a rocket-like device. And the rocket takes off and crashes into a factory. Because of the crash, the school principal complains. The child then reaches out to Jason Momoa and says, "Will you be my parent?" Jason Momoa takes him and takes him away. They go to a game store, the Zen. Here, the child picks up a cube. He places it inside another cube, and this cube begins to show them the way to enter the Minecraft world. Our other characters learn about this and follow him. Then we see the ancient portal to the Minecraft world, friends. It pulls the child in, and all of our characters begin to enter the Minecraft universe, friends. Next, we see the wife of the evil piglin, the witch piglin. Witch piglin notices that the sphere of the Minecraft world is there and tells Steve about it. She then threatens Steve with her dog and sends him off, and our characters are fleeing. The skeletons continue shooting arrows, and a creeper explodes. Then, the skeletons keep shooting arrows and break the cube. Because the outer surface of the cube is broken, the characters are trapped here. They cannot see the outside world, and suddenly Steve appears and tells them, "I am Steve," and he wipes out all of the zombies, taking care of them and eliminating every one. Our characters meet Steve here. Steve introduces himself and asks for the cube. The characters say they can't give him the cube. He then says, "You have to give me the cube. You've broken its exterior, and you can't return to the outside world." He adds that someone needs to get help and brings them to a village. They hang out in the village. Here, as you can see, we see an iron golem looking at them. Then we head to Steve's house, guys. There, Steve has a ton of items, and they begin crafting at the crafting table. They craft a sword, and here they craft a bucket. He also crafts a weapon. Jason Momoa threatens Steve with the cube here, saying, "If you don't give me diamonds, I won't give you the cube." Then the piglins start attacking the village. They assault all the villagers like this. They do all sorts of things, as you can see. Then Jason Momoa faints here. The boy fires his weapon, shooting wildly around him. Then the girl fights too, and our black older sister also fights, doing similar things. Afterwards, they try to escape from the village. Here, Steve mounts an elytra, the one Jason Momoa is wearing. The piglins chase them here, and as you can see, they manage to escape from the piglins afterward. They even try to pour lava, etc. Then they put water on the ground to soften their landing and escape from there. As you can see, guys, Steve is giving a speech here, folks. Here we see Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa gave to threaten Steve with the cube. Steve, in turn, is forced to go through the mountain. We see a dog here. Our black sister shows affection and becomes friends with the dogs. Then Jason Momoa picks up the diamonds here, and the piglins, having taken the wrong path, chase after them, and they manage to escape on a train. Later in the forest, the child rebukes Jason Momoa, and they make a plan together. They try to go to the pillager's house. Then we see the pillagers. Here, they attempt to steal the missing piece of the cube, as you can see. While Jason Momoa and Steve are having a cage fight with a baby zombie, at the same time, the child tries to grab the cube, and he succeeds, as you can see. Then, He kills the Enderman and takes its Ender Pearl, folks. Afterwards, he escapes from the pillager's house along with the other characters. Here, the piglins find our characters as they are escaping from the pillager's house. Jason Momoa even sacrifices himself here. Steve and the child fall somewhere in the forest, and our other characters find them. A wolf licks Steve, and Steve finds himself in a mushroom house. The child and his sister embrace each other and hold a team meeting to devise a new plan. They get ready. The child crafts a bunch of things, working with iron and other materials here. They design flying shoes, folks. Then our black sister creates some explosive devices. Next, using the bones they found, they feed the dogs and do various things with them. They hand out swords. They craft a bunch of iron golems here, as you can see. They also build an enormous iron golem, a sort of king iron golem, as you can see. Then, the iron golem army marches toward the portal, heading in the direction of the piglins. After that, they engage in a fierce battle. Next, the witch piglin sends a giant piglin to fight them. Steve confronts the witch piglin to battle, and she overpowers him. Then she continues to beat him, as you can see. The child teleports the Ender Pearl to that cube and goes there to grab it, and soon our black sister arrives with the wolves. The giant piglin stares at her. Our black sister unleashes the wolves against the giant piglin, and the giant piglin strikes the child to keep him from getting the cube. The child falls to the ground, and at the last moment, Jason Momoa escapes, saving the child. And we see that Jason Momoa survives, folks. All of our characters become happy, as you can see. The ghast fires, stuffing something into the portal so that the portal collapses, folks. The whole world is bathed in daylight. The zombies die. The piglins also revert to their normal, happy selves, just as they should. The Iron Golem, our King Iron Golem, kills the big piglin here, as you see, and the cube returns to our characters' hands. They all embrace each other. Steve goes to the witch piglin and threatens her, saying things like, "You're useless, you're a bad person, you can never be reformed." Here, the witch piglin loses and is defeated. Then, all our characters gather by the Minecraft portal to give their farewell speeches. Folks, Steve loves the wolf and is sad to say goodbye in this way. He can't bring himself to say, "See you later, wolf," or such. He wants to remain in the Minecraft universe. All our characters decide to leave, and our black sister is also saddened. Jason Momoa also wants to go, and here Steve and Jason Momoa say their goodbyes. Then, as Jason Momoa and the other characters head for the portal, Steve says something to Jason Momoa. Afterwards, Steve pauses and says, "I have to leave too," and he heads toward the nether portal, beginning his journey to the real world. And now Steve is in the real world, folks. Here we see the gaming consoles marketplace, and Steve sings here. A whole bunch of songs, folks. He sings crazily, as you can see. Then, a little girl gives a self-defense class here, teaching how to defend yourself and so on. And then we see the child. He arrives at school with his completed rocket jetpack, teases back the kids who made fun of him, and has a great time. Then, everyone sings together. Our black sister, the little child, the girl, Steve, Jason Momoa, and the rest. They continue their happy lives, as you can see, and the film ends here, folks.